Hello everyone, it's Rage, and welcome back to my friendly neighborhood. So I fucked up a little bit, so pretty much this entire episode is just gonna be me doing a voiceover. It should be fine by next episode, but yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna be narrating this mostly in clips, and then next video we can do it how we normally do it. So first off, I left the building with the ABC sign on top of it. And I decided we're going to check out the pizza store and also the store next to it. I'm not too sure what it's called. And see what they have there. And then I got jump scared by one of the puppets with a square ass face. Square, triangle. What are shapes? So yeah, I just got the fright of my life for that. And I was confused at first because I didn't see anything of relevance. But that will come later. Okay, so we went out the back door of the pizza place. We saw a puppet and I was like, nah, fuck this. And I left. I ended up deciding to go to the store that was next door to the pizza place, and we found ammo to the left of the door. And that's all we found there. It was desolate. It was not looking good. I ended up leaving the store and looking around trying to figure out what I should do next. And then Pearl decides to run straight at me. And I'm just like, whoa, hold up. Wait, I'm not doing this today. She will actually crush me. Because of which, I decided to run for my fucking life. Because no. I decided to check around the corner from the exit door because I saw that there was a path that way. So I figured I might as well check it out at that point, because I wasn't too sure what I was supposed to do here. And we did end up finding something. We walked up the stairs and I ended up finding these boxes. On the one side there was one that looked like it had a mushroom on it, and then on the other side that I ended up walking past at first looked like it had a garlic on it of some sort. And I was confused because they say that it looks like it can open but the lid won't lift. I also ended up walking up further up the stairs and seeing this other guy, and I was like, no, fuck this, and I went back downstairs. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably missing something that'll help these open. And I ended up running around looking for where exactly that was supposed to go. And luckily enough, I did end up finding out about there's this clock inside of the pizza store that I ended up missing the first time. And that was to open these boxes that you can find around the place. I also actually properly checked the back area that had this vanity table, and actually shot the puppet that was on the side that we first checked out, and found another one of those letter blocks over there. But before I actually, found out about the clock, when you enter the pizza store, I went to check out the door at the back and decided to pick a fight with the puppets over there as well. There was also another puppet upstairs that I had to fight with before I could check out that top area. Unfortunately for me, all I found was one magazine here and another door with a handle on the other side, so I didn't really find much here. I ended up finally finding the clock and started putting everything together, and actually, finding out what was in what box and things like that. One of it had a health potion in it, one of it had a magazine in it, another one had a litter box, a litter box in it. Well, one of those litters. And I think in the anchovy box was a pair of glasses, though that was quite far in, not just in the top area. I actually had to go into some doors that we find out later are actually up there. And also we also find out that the guy that we saw, the new puppet that we saw, is an actual menace. He will get rid of your ammo. Maybe there's a trick to him, but I could not figure it out, and he killed me so many times. This was the first time we ended up fighting him. I switched over to the gun because I picked up a little bit more ammo near him, That should have been the foreshadowing that he was going to be difficult to kill. But I didn't pay attention to that. And yeah. I got past him, ended up crossing the little bridge area, and it takes you to this like square, and at the bottom of it, when you go down the stairs, you there's a door there, and then there's a room to the left, and on top of the square type thing is a door. And also, as you are coming up, you see another box on like to your right, and I ended up not looking at anything and just going back and opening the box so that I could, check what was in there before I ended up, checking out the rest of the area. I took the healing potion from the pepperoni box and actually ended up scoping out the downstairs area first. Like, it intrigued me, and that's where I found the room on the left with a letter block in it, and there was also a magazine on the table. And after checking out the bottom area, I checked out the door on top. Also the bottom door, the one that you see first, that one leads to the staircase area where I fought those two puppets. I found that out the hard way later on. I ended up going through there with no ammo. I'll probably cut that out though. And yeah, I died so many times in this area. Especially when I would make like a good chunk of progress. It was horrible. So I ended up saving so many times, which I don't normally like doing, but I kept fucking up, so it was necessary. So it's a bit of a shame. And as I left this area, I found the anchovy box, and that was the beginning of my downfall. It was so bad, because I feel like each time I would get to a good point, and then I need to get to the anchovy box, I just get killed. I was restarting and had to find all the blocks all over again, or majority of them at least. So I ended up having to save about maybe 3 times just to be able to start up with all of my progress, because I would just die and then have to restart everything. And I did that maybe about 2 or 3 times. So I ended up running past the guy that takes pretty much all of your ammo and trying to run up the stairs just to get past him. And then I forgot that Norman was upstairs as well. So when he chased me, Norman came from the right side as I was trying to fight off this guy, and I ended up getting this awful ass jump scare. And yeah, I died. On the bright side, I did end up finding another one of those boxes, and it had some ammo in it, which helped me out a little bit. I think this was around the point where I started, just saving. This was when I had about half, or just about half of all of the little letters, and I ended up running back and just saving so that I wouldn't have to redo the entire thing, because I think I redid it twice before I ended up deciding to do this. And yeah, you can imagine how frustrated I was. These were the cute little glasses that I was convinced we needed to give Pearl. And when we came out of the bottom area that I got one of the letters from in the room on the left, I came back up and I saw that there was actually a path leading to the left side as you're like walking to leave. So I ended up checking that out, and there was a door there that I hadn't actually explored. And I ended up witnessing this wonderful scene. Yeah, I was just watching water drain. It was a great time. Got the shit scared out of me and proceeded to beat him with a wrench. And as I came down from the stairs, I came across Pearl at a certain distance by the staircase. Like, she was really close to the staircase, so I figured I should be able to put her glasses on her, right? wrong. I was at the bottom of the stairs at first, and I ended up getting the shit beat out of me. It was a great time. And then I figured, okay, I have to be higher up on the staircase. And then I was able to put the glasses on her, which in turn made her stop running around in the area. So that's at least one, issue being dealt with. And then I took myself back to the ABC building to save once again, which is actually a good thing because where I needed to be was in front of the pizza building, which is like this table-looking thing with wooden pins sticking out of it. So you're supposed to put the letter blocks that we found on that, right? But the guy who takes a lot of your ammo and also just it's so difficult to get him down with a wrench was there alongside one of the other puppets. So it was so difficult to get them both down. I died like 3 or 4 times just at this point alone. So I did the puzzle once I finally managed to get them both down. And surprise, surprise, the word is neighbor. Amazing. And then we were given a letter, and because of the amount of time I've walked past the ABC building, I knew that there was a letterbox next to it. So instinctively, I'm like, okay, throw it in there. And that was actually a good thing because we discovered a crank. Because I've had some issues before, and I ended up running around in the beginning area to somewhat fix those issues. I ended up finding out that there's an area where now there's like arrows that like light up pointing in that direction. And I found out we needed a crank there, and also that in front of the garden area, that's where like the medallions need to go. Yeah. I ended up being like, oh yeah, we need a crank at, that area. And I ended up going back to the beginning again so I could put it there. So I ended up running in that direction, and secret was spelled very wrong, but secret entrance. And we ended up putting the crank there. So we ended up falling down the drain, and then we saw this like familiar image. Like I remembered seeing this from like the demo. So I was like, oh cool. I'm gonna go talk to the fucking sock puppet now. Well, everyone, that will be all from me. The audio will be fixed by the next video, so don't worry too much about that. This is just hopefully the last time this happens. It happened to me once before and it was annoying, but I figured out what not to do so that it doesn't happen again. So yeah, for now, that will be all from me. I did still have a lot of fun playing this game regardless of the horror when it came to editing. So for now, that will be all from me. Until next time, bye-bye.